Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I want to share a life hack on how to double your vacation time, and no matter where you work. So here's what you do. Think about all the colleagues you have to work with, including your boss, and think what's one person you could definitely use a vacation from. I'll let you take a moment to think about that. Okay, step 2, check when they go on vacation and choose a different time. And that way you get to enjoy double the vacation time. Let me share with you why I like this strategy so much. Right now I teach at Phoenix College. I don't really have somebody that I dislike that much. So in essence, every day is a vacation day here, but it wasn't always that way at a different job that I worked at. I was working at a tutoring center, and I had a boss who made the work seem so heavy. What should have been a pleasant job with the students, and quite frankly, 6 months after I leave that place, I still see students at, just locally, when I go to the shopping mall, go to the grocery store, I still run into them, and we still say hello to each other. And I can't say there's anybody who has any problem with me, the students or the parents. And but my boss had a big problem with that. And that's where policies like returning to the office really drive me nuts. How about you look at the actual work output, right? I really love how at Phoenix College, students get to fill out evaluation forms for me, right? We don't have a boss that watches everything like a hawk, and students fill out evaluation forms. They're very objective. They ask very specific questions. I think it's a 12-point questionnaire, and gives me a lot of feedback as well. And so anyways, I had and also the boss played favorites. He had a big problem with me stuff that I like to do. He thought I would. He basically colored it as being lazy. Viewing the lunar eclipse was lazy. Going to the Computer Olympiad was lazy. And meanwhile, my colleagues were going to Taylor Swift concerts, and that's fine. Going to a family event is fine. I had a colleague who, what is it? Some tradition of. I think it's my colleague was Jewish. What birthday is it? I can't remember the number. But one of his nephews had a birthday. And that's fine, right? But meanwhile, lunar eclipses are a problem for him, and Computer Olympiad conferences are a problem. What else was there? You get the idea. He played favorites. So last Thanksgiving, 2022, I was trying to find out when he was going to go away, but he was tight-lipped about that. I even asked him how his family was doing, what they're doing over Thanksgiving, where they going, where does his family live, and all that. I was trying to fish for when he might check out of there so I can go on vacation either the week before that or the week after that. That way I have a nice, long, continuous vacation, right? Half of it being that I can work freely, the other half is that I'm kicking back somewhere. That's what I was hoping for. But he refused to share that detail for whatever bizarre reason. One day, he had me go to his computer to teach somebody remotely, and he went out to run an errand. And I looked at his email, and I found out when he was going on vacation. He had exchanged an email with a family member about meeting up at a certain time at an airport or something like that. And so I figured it out. And you know what? The most annoying thing is that he would hide details like that from me more than anything else. Oh, that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was that he was swearing up and down he didn't know the students' schedules. I even told him, if you let me know as soon as possible, I can come a little bit more prepared. Otherwise, last minute, I'm making rearrangements, and I could probably even dress better, come more prepared for teaching whatever material. If you call me last minute, I'm just putting my clothes on half the time. I don't even have a time to take a shower, right? And he said he didn't know that. I was trying to spin it positively. He usually doesn't give me so little notice that I can't even take a shower, but I was trying to spin things a little for the students. And he tells me he doesn't know. And when he stepped away, I found all the beautiful calendars on his computer. And that really upset. That's when I really ramped up my quiet quitting of that job. Anyway, so that's how you double your vacation time. I kind of lied when I said that there isn't anybody I strongly Peter dislike at Phoenix College. There kind of is, but not as strongly. What had happened was I have a colleague who had a difficult time accepting the idea of, well, you know what kind of marriage. And he also had a difficult time with, he thought that my controlling my autism with my diet was bullshit. I think that's one of those things you can keep to yourself. At least the way I'm eating is not affecting him, right? And the fact that I was in the middle of a fast during whatever event that we were going to, it really shouldn't have bothered him, but he made a big deal out of it and claimed that it was junk science and all that, and made a scene in front of the entire campus. I think he embarrassed himself more than anything else does. That's not the end of the world. But ever since I ran into him doing that, every time he's in the office, the whole office just has a heavy feeling to it. So I'm going to fish around for when he's going to go on vacation, and now I get to double my vacation time. All right. But anyways, I'm not a very good person for forgiveness, and so when I get the chance, for my former boss at the tutoring center, he's old, so I'll probably one day go to his funeral, and when I do, I want to take a large butcher knife and stab it right through his heart, go up to the casket and stab it right through his heart, exposing it for his entire family to see, and perhaps even scatter some radioactive elements in his body so that his body will be too toxic to touch for at least a few thousand years. And as for the colleague here at Phoenix College, I feel bad for him more than anything else. He probably just doesn't understand how much drama he causes. But I'll have to keep a watchful. It's more of I have to watch for myself more than anything else. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.